What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking some football stuff, which I've done in the past before. We're going to be talking about the NFL, but before we get into that, I just want to say, go blue, baby. Natty. We won the Natty. Yeah, so just got to throw that out there. Go blue. Everybody want to talk about the sign stealing and everything. You know, guess what? Still won the Natty and didn't cheat. They're innocent. So, on that note, let's get talking about the actual content that I have for you guys today. So, we found out earlier today, which at the end of every season, there's a lot of head coach shuffling, I guess you could call it. I like to kind of say it's like the head coach carousel. Everybody starts moving around. We've had multiple coaches get fired this week, but this morning we got one earlier that really caught me off guard. Titans head coach, now Titans ex-head coach, Mike Vrabel got fired this morning. And I don't know, I wouldn't have expected that one. Sure, the Titans haven't been doing great by any means, but they haven't been doing terrible. We've also seen the Atlanta Falcons head coach, I can't think of the guy's name at the moment. We've seen him get fired. The coach of the Commanders, I believe, is Ron Rivera. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember all the head coaches of the NFL, but he also got fired. So there's a lot going on in the league. Like I said, earlier today, we got the breaking news that Mike Vrabel got let go from the Tennessee Titans. So real quick, I'm going to show you a post from the one and only Ian Rapoport. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I will read you guys what it says, as well as put it on. So this again coming from Ian Rapoport on Instagram. Caption says, #Titans coach Mike Vrabel will not return in 2024. Sources say as both sides will move on after 6 seasons that included one Coach of the Year nod for Vrabel. He's expected to be one of the top candidates available. Rappaport also shared this coming from the Tennessee Titans, Amy Adams Strunk. Earlier today, I spoke with Mike Vrabel and told him about my decision to make a change at head coach. I appreciate Mike's contributions to the Tennessee Titans, both on and off the field. We wish Mike, Jen, and the Vrabel family nothing but the best in the future. Again, that comes from Amy Adams Strunk from the Tennessee Titans. Now, don't ask me who this Amy Adams Strunk is, because if I'm being honest with you, no idea. I'm assuming some big name for the Tennessee Titans. I don't know. Again, truly no idea who she is. But that came from Ian Rapoport, so I do believe it, and it's been on the NFL's official Instagram page. So again, to me, this came out of nowhere. I would not have expected Vrabel to get fired. Ron Rivera, yeah, I guess that one for the Commanders, I could see that one coming. I would understand that one. But there's been a whole lot of changes around the league. And I mean, I think I seen a thing that the NFL season, like the NFL regular season ended around like 28 or something like that. And then the Falcons head coach, he was fired at like 12:01. So he was fired pretty much immediately after the regular season ended, which of course we know the Falcons are not in the playoffs. My favorite team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, took the NFC South, so pretty happy about that. So Mike Vrabel, what do I think his future is in the NFL? I believe that Mike Vrabel is still a top candidate and definitely can be a head coach in the NFL. I think that the Titans are just not the place for him. And also, they got really, I think that them trading their top receiver to the Eagles, A.J. Brown, I think them trading A.J. Brown to the Eagles, I think that was really stupid. And I I think that was a really piss poor decision on their end. So I think that's one way that Vrabel kind of got screwed over as a head coach. I mean, you took your probably what was your franchise wide receiver and you trade him. And I don't know. I think that's just a piss poor decision on the Titans there. I think that's a bad decision. That one's not on Vrabel. Um, I don't know. I think it, I don't know. I think the Titans have a lot of kind of things to figure out. They tried to build an offense around Tannehill. Okay, Tannehill started doing bad. Now we have Will Levis. Before that, they drafted another quarterback. I can't think of his name, but in this past draft, they took Will Levis. They got him some starts this season. So now let's talk about what I think Vrabel's future in the NFL is. Things that I've been seeing and hearing is Vrabel to New England. They think that Vrabel has a chance to go to New England. Supposedly, I've heard that he wants to go back to New England. Wants to reunite with them. Now, if that's true, I have no idea. But it's what I've read. It's what I've heard. I've seen it on YouTube. Um, the people that I watch for my kind of news, um, that's just something I've heard. Now, the Patriots have yet to get rid of Bill Belichick. He hasn't been fired. He hasn't been traded. But here's my thing. If I'm Mike Vrabel, why the hell do I want to go to the Patriots when they have, I mean, to be honest, they aren't good. Mac Jones, I don't think Mac Jones, I mean, let's be honest, Mac Jones is bad. He's not a good quarterback. Um, and I think that maybe this season, maybe they draft a new quarterback and give him a chance. Same thing with Bailey Zappi. Personally, I like Bailey Zappi more than I do Mac Jones. I would pick him over Mac Jones, but if I'm being totally honest, I think that Mac Jones is a not a good quarterback. Um, so if I'm Mike Vrabel, where's the incentive to want to go to a team like New England? Why would I want to go to a team like New England who, the quarterback isn't good or whatever? Now, if he goes there, he will have some say in the draft, I'm sure. So maybe you draft a quarterback that you think has the chance to be your new starter, maybe your franchise guy. Um, but personally, if I'm Mike Vrabel, I'm not going to go to New England. Um, and I mean, again, Bill Belichick is still there. He hasn't left. He hasn't been fired. He hasn't been traded. He's still there as of right now. We're just talking possibilities. And again, that's one of the things that I've been hearing is Mike Vrabel to New England. Again, I don't like that move. Now, a place I would think I could see Vrabel going is Washington. I think that Washington would be a good fit. They already have some pretty good receivers. They got Terry McLaurin. I'd say he is their receiver number one, in my opinion. And I think that Terry McLaurin is kind of underrated. But, so if I'm Mike Vrabel, I'd maybe look more into Washington, try to go to Washington. But then again, we have tons of movement going around at the coaching position in the NFL right now. There's rumor that Jim Harbaugh, who just won a championship with Michigan, there's rumor that he might come to the NFL and be a coach. Personally, as a Michigan fan, I hope not. But then again, I understand for him personally, that would be a good move. It's a movement up in your career. There's also talks about, I just seen something earlier tonight on the news about the Lions, um, Ben Johnson and Glenn, them maybe looking at head coach positions as well. So maybe they could end up with the Commanders. But all I'm saying is if I'm Mike Vrabel, I'm not going to go to New England. I mean, again, what the hell do they have to offer? You got Mac Jones, a quarterback who's not very good. Sure, if he gets in there, he might be able to get some say in the draft and maybe get a new quarterback. So I mean, maybe you find your franchise guy. Again, Bill Belichick's still there. We don't know what the future is for him. We don't know if he's going to come back to the Patriots. Maybe he could end up with the Chargers. Maybe he goes to the Commanders. Maybe he goes to the Titans. I mean, anything is possible at this moment. So yeah, personally, I would like to see Vrabel go to Washington if it was me. I think that's a move. I think maybe they could even try to draft a quarterback, or I don't know. But I just think from like a team that is like closer to being like up there, like possible playoff contention, I think that the Commanders are like a decent QB away from being there. I mean, sure, you're playing in a division with the Eagles and with the Cowboys, but I think they have a chance at making it in as a wild card if they could um, I think if they figure out the QB position, they have a chance to make it into the wild card. So again, Mike Vrabel, that's my pick. He goes to Washington, but he's no longer with the Titans. We don't know what Bill Belichick we don't know what the future is for Bill Belichick and the Patriots. So time will tell. I might be making some more videos about basically the NFL period. We got the playoffs coming up. That's a huge deal. We got all these coaching moves. Maybe I'll make a video on more coaches and what I think where I think they'll go, what the move is. Do they even have a job in the NFL anymore? I mean, you just never know. Ron Rivera for the Commanders, he might be done in the NFL. We don't know. The future is unknown. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Check the link in the description for some credit. I'll put a link to Rappaport's Instagram, as well as the NFL's Instagram, so I give them their credit. Also, there'll be a link down there for my Instagram. Go follow that so you don't miss channel updates. If you would, please drop a like. Let me know what you guys think of the Mike Vrabel situation in the comments below. But that's all I got for you guys today. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.